We now have a very, very ridiculous question / comment to read live in front of God and everyone. A good close friend of the program, CFB Memes, legal name, from Santa Cruz, California, he hit us up. He said, "Is Notre Dame a blue blood program? People were telling me yesterday they are, but I've never seen them win a big game." Let us all be reminded of Meemaw's, one of several of Meemaw's golden rules. Smart people sometimes say casual things. Casual people rarely say smart things. We can only hope that close friend of the program, CFB Memes here, is a smart person saying a casual thing. But it incited a panic around the office earlier today. And the panic was, I read that question. Notre Dame hasn't won a big game in his lifetime. I don't even remember the last time. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, this is not good. My memory must be failing me because I was certain it was Notre Dame that I saw beat Indiana and Georgia and Penn State in back-to-back weeks just 2 years ago en route to playing for a national title. Jesse, by my count, Indiana, Georgia, Penn State, those are 3 of the last 5 national champs. Notre Dame beat them all in a row. None of those were big games. So I was freaked out because that can't be the case. So I must misremember. It must have not have been Notre Dame that played that stretch. And then we looked on the internet. And the World Wide Web said, yes, indeed, it was Notre Dame that played that stretch. So what is happening with our close dear friend CFB Memes? Cable wars come for him? Was there a blackout? Was there a carrier dispute? Did he miss the 2024 playoffs? Perhaps. Is Notre Dame a blue blood? Yes, of course they're a blue blood. That's an insane question. Yes, of course they're a blue blood. Now, everyone can have different theories or ways that they qualify this. Here's a simple one. Can you tell the story of college football without Notre Dame? That's a big fat N-O. But that's not it. That's not it, because Army was a powerhouse in college football once upon a time. They're not a factor in the modern landscape, at least when it comes to deciding championships on the field. We love the troops, but the landscape of football has changed a little bit. Hey, quick time out here. Are you subscribed to the channel? It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Please do it. It helps us maintain the show at this level. That's it. That's all I got. Back to the clip. So the next question could be, okay, well, have they been an A-tier program in multiple generations? And Notre Dame certainly has. And so when we circle back around to this big game thing, oh, they haven't won a big game. First off, yes, they have. Yes, they have. In 2024 alone, just in the playoffs, in a 3 or 4 week stretch, they beat Indiana and Georgia and Penn State, 3 of the last 5 national champs. So we wad that up. Here, I'll do it right here. We'll wad that up. I don't know where the trash is. We'll throw that figuratively in the trash. Follow up. We've got to stop bastardizing the phrase or term, whatever it is, big game. Just say national championship. Just say they haven't won a national championship recently, because that's got to be the only thing you mean. There are several big games Notre Dame's won. And if your argument is they're not a blue blood because they hadn't won a national title lately, well, I'm going to hit you back with, yeah, but they've won 11 in their history. And they played for one 2 years ago. And they're going to be right in the mix again this year. And they've been in the mix. They played for one in 2012, didn't win it, but they've been in the mix. It's not like they've been off in the wilderness. And for a while, if you wanted to make this argument in a twisted sort of way, you could have said, well, yeah, Notre Dame was this. They were that. However, from this point going forward, they're a non-factor. And you know what? For a little while, when it came to national championship contention, maybe you would have gotten me to buy into that. Maybe. But you can't even say that anymore. They've got the second best odds to win the whole thing this year. They just played for a national title 2 years ago. So they're in the mix right now. If anything, the sport of college football that looked like it was going away from them for so long, it's kind of come back to them a little bit. Not to mention they got one of the best coaches in the country up there. So yes, they're a blue blood. You can hate them if you want to, but don't just spout off nonsense. No, we got to be better. We got to be way better. We expanded the Pate State store, and that's okay. That's not hypocritical at all. There are way more items. And as you know, the more items that we put in the store at patestateMaterial.com, the more valuable each of those items becomes. Because that's how it works. That's how I've been told it works. See, the more that you expand the playoff, the more valuable the regular season is because more people have access. So the more we expand this store, the more our viewers mean to us because more of them have access to this. Oh, you're shaking your head, Jesse. That makes no sense? Of course it doesn't, because it never makes sense. I would just humbly suggest if you want a t-shirt, go check out PateStateMaterial.com. FanDuel has odds on that, you know. FanDuel has odds on a lot of things. In fact, if you go and peruse FanDuel right now, you'll find a whole lot of NFL draft props. Day after tomorrow, that thing goes down live in Pittsburgh. We'll be over on Buzzer, by the way, doing full draft casts on that. BZZR, for those unfamiliar. And you probably are because it's brand new. So Jesse's been lighting this stuff up. Producer Jesse's very big on NFL draft props. We've been sort of internalizing our own and waiting for FanDuel to release them. Well, now, more and more by the hour, it seems, FanDuel's putting out a lot of NFL draft props. Can you imagine telling people when they used to have the draft in like hotel ballrooms back in the day, that there's going to come a day that not only do they shut down an entire major American city every year to host the draft, which is a 3-night event, but also there are going to be these things called online sports books that are going to be legal that you could live bet the draft on. Crazy. Then tell them about the portal and NIL and really blow their minds. FanDuel is not involved with either of the latter two things I just mentioned, but they are involved with the NFL draft, and you can go see what I'm talking about over there. Or just bet the NBA playoffs. I know I do. I don't. But I will take a look at a lot of this NFL draft stuff.